Hey everybody, welcome back to my BakeLikeAPro YouTube channel. In today's really fun video, I'm going to show you how to make some really easy egg-free chocolate ice cream. This recipe only requires 5 items. In today's recipe, I am going to be using an electric ice cream machine, and it's made by Cuisinart. We're going to need 70 grams of granulated white sugar. This is equal to 1/3 of a cup. 65 grams of brown sugar. That is equal to 1/4 cup. 575 grams of cream. I am using 18% cream in my recipe today, and this is equal to 2 1/3 cups. 50 grams of cocoa powder. This is equal to 1/2 cup, and I am using Dutch processed cocoa powder in my recipe today. And our last ingredient, 15 grams of pure vanilla extract, and this is equal to 1 tablespoon. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. And just a recipe note, the brown sugar that I am using is the golden yellow sugar, and it is made by the company Red Path. I've got myself a large bowl here. I'm going to get all of my cream right into the bowl. So I am using 18% cream for our recipe today. We'll get in all of our granulated sugar. And because we are not using any eggs, we do not have to boil this. I'm going to get in my sugar. That's the brown sugar. Our cocoa powder. And I always do like to sift this. That's good. And then our pure vanilla extract. Now I'm just going to grab a whisk and just start mixing all of this together. And be very careful with cocoa powder, because if you mix this with an electric mixer too quickly, you're going to get a lot of dust. So you just want to start slowly incorporating this. So this is not even a minute of mixing. You can see that everything is starting to really dissolve. Very, very nice. I don't feel any clumps or anything inside. So that's good. I just want to make sure that everything is well mixed. So just give it an extra 30 seconds or so of mixing. And that's good. So at this point, I'm going to take the whole bowl and I'm going to put it into my freezer for about 10 minutes. The reason why I'm doing that is because the cream was cold, it came out of the fridge, but by the addition of all of the extra stuff that we added, we have now decreased the temperature of that cream, and I want the actual ice cream machine to really have a good chance of making a good ice cream. So just by chilling this down for 10 minutes in the freezer is going to help out that ice cream machine quite a bit. So off to the freezer, 10 minutes, and then I'll be back. What I have here is an electric ice cream machine, and this is by the company Cuisinart. So I'm going to open this up. Inside at the bottom, there's a little gear. If I turn this on, you'll see the little gear turns, and that is the mechanism that turns or churns our ice cream. I have the core, which you have to freeze overnight, so a good 24 hours. I like to freeze it. You get that in there, lock it in, make sure that it's on the little gear at the bottom. And now I'm going to stir up our mixture and get that right in there. So that core is very, very cold. That's good. And then you'll take this little apparatus. So it has a little blade on the bottom that's going to turn. And we just get that in there. Get the top on. Just turn the top until it locks in. And now we just turn the machine on. This takes about 20 minutes to get a really nice ice cream. So I've just angled my camera down so that you can see this a little bit better. So now we're just gonna let this go until it's really nice and thick. So this is 20 minutes later, exactly. I actually timed it. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. It's not gonna get much thicker than this. And you see how nice that is? Let me just pull this out a little bit so you can see. Just tilt it over here so you can see how nice and thick this is. Look at this. Once it's like this, you want to scoop it out and put it into a container that you're going to serve it in. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to remove this and I'm just going to leave it in the chilling bowl here for the purposes of this video. So I'm just going to pop it back in the freezer for about 5 hours, and then I'll come back later on and I'll show you how nicely it scoops. But this is the general idea for all ice creams. You do want to let them firm up completely in the freezer once you've actually whipped air into the actual mixture. That looks good. Let me just move that to the side. So I'll just scoop this around and hopefully you can see how nice this is. Look at this. Amazing. So that is going to be very, very cold. So I'm just going to lift this out. Oh, that is ice cold still. So I'm going to pop this out. So here we have it. One more time, I'll just show you. So now you want to freeze this down. So for the purposes of this video, I'm leaving it in here. I'm going to scoop some out later. But when you're actually doing this at home, you'll just want to put this directly into your serving container. Now that my ice cream has completely chilled, it's very, very firm at this point. I'm just going to grab a little scoop and I'll go right in here and I'll show you how nice this is. And if you find that your ice cream is not completely solid after 5 hours, you can leave it in there for 6 or 7 or 8 hours or even overnight. But you can see, nice texture on that. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. I'll get that right on there. Look at that. That looks really good. I'll just tip this up. Let me just get a spoon in here just to show you. I'll pull a little bit away here so you can just see how firm that is. Hopefully you can see that from that angle. Really nice. And of course, no chemicals because we used all of our own ingredients, so we know exactly what went into this ice cream. Look at that. Amazing. I'm just gonna go for a little bite here. Oh, look at that when it starts to melt. Super creamy and smooth. That is amazing. And I get that burst of vanilla in there as well. Vanilla and chocolate, they go really well together. So that's it for this really fast video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish. And if you're on Facebook, you can check me out at facebook.com/BakeLikeAPro. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. I gotta go in for a little more. This is really good. Very, very yummy. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I know many of you do not own an ice cream machine. In that case, I do have a bunch of recipes on my BakeLikeAPro YouTube channel that you can try out. Absolutely no machine required. And I've shown you a few here in this little graphic. So that's really it for today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching.